So since yesterday, I've been thinking about a lot about what I really believe in. Frankly, I was a person that used to be a really big fan of those alpha males on the internet, but now I have changed. That's for sure. I'm more in touch with my so-called feminine side, which is basically me being more in touch with my emotions. I don't know what to call that, and I feel really scared about it. I feel really insecure about it, but I take a lot of pride in the fact that I'm more emotionally capable than most men my age or most men in general. But since yesterday, I've been thinking about the fact that I just genuinely hate most men for the fact that I just genuinely hate most men, and the reason is because it's like even even the men on self improvement, I don't really agree with any of them. And in this video, I'm mainly gonna be mentioning addictions. How addiction is just not about you. It affects everyone around you. It affects people that you don't even know it affects. It's a butterfly effect. Your addiction is a cause of many sufferings, not just your own. And so I just want to mention that it's very, I don't know how to say this. It's just a very narcissistic thing to think that your addiction is just about you. No. Let's say for my corn addiction, right? I was addicted to corn for a very long time. I was exposed to corn at like first grade level. I don't even remember, and that fucked up my brain very badly, you know. And I still struggle with it. I still every single day it's like I'm fighting a war with my old self. But regardless, I was thinking that, you know, what the fuck is this anyways? It's like, how is this produced? There has to be something going on, and so I like doing one of my periods that I was like really psychoanalyzing myself. I thought that, hold on a minute, these people who have hurt me in the past, these people who have given me trauma in the past, they're also like a byproduct of something else. They are themselves traumatized, and that's why they basically project their own misery onto others. That's why I have trauma, because they have themselves trauma. I don't know how to like really put this into words, but just hear me out. Studies have shown that early sexual abuse leads to a more erratic sexual behavior in the future. Basically, what that means is that if you were sexually abused as a child, it's you are more likely to either be completely non-respondent or disinterested in sexual behavior, or you are gonna be very like erratic about it. It's like that's why it's shown that, like, these OnlyFans models we like all hate, and it's like this porn industry we all hate. It's like this is not just like these people did not choose their life. Most of the time it's not about that. I'm gonna mainly be talking about women here, because men are not as subjected. And I'm not saying that men are not forced into this industry. I'm saying that men are not as highlighted as women. That's why I'm going to be mentioning women mainly. It has been proven that 1 in 4 women have been a victim of sexual assault in some way or another, whether it be sexual harassment or assault in general. And that just like reminded me, it's like, if this is the case, then that means that a lot of women in the con industry is not there by choice. It's often a guilt response, it's often a traumatic response, to something they have suffered in the past. Basically, it's like if you have suffered sexual assault in the past, you're more likely to associate gaining love, intimacy, and basically everything along the lines of that. It's with basically giving up yourself by giving sexual favors to keep someone around you, because that's how they have been wired to understand how love works. And That's why I think it's like it's also shown that a lot of women in this industry were like forced into it. They were coerced into it. They were not given a choice. A lot of times they were sold into this. A lot of times they were forced to sign documents by their own family. That's a case a lot of times, you know. And then it's like a lot of times they do not have a choice. It's like this is the best option they have got to earn a living, to have a meal of every single day, you know. And so I know I shouldn't be like smiling to this, but it's just I don't know how else to react to this. I'm just saying this, like, this is why I say that your addiction is just not about you. If you as a person watch con, right, basically it means that you are in support of the thousands of women that were abused and forced into this industry, that you are actively a participator in that, actually, if you really think about it. That's why it's like, and then these men on the internet, it's like they hate the industry, but they're not realizing that who the fuck created this industry. It was men. Let's be honest, it was men that are the biggest participators in this industry, in the form of consumers, in the form of producers, everything. Right. I read this, I wrote this in my journal, basically. Porn is a drug where men are the addicts, women are the material to create it, right? Women, and then men are also the manufacturers of it, most of the time. And then, like, who here is really to blame? I'm not saying blame men. It's like, no, there's a division. It's like there are some men who exploit the weakness of the other men, right? The men cannot be generalized into just one fact that they have a sword in between their legs, right? They cannot be just generalized into that. You have to realize men are like the biggest enemy of most men is men. There is no such thing as a brotherhood. Let me tell you this. Like the reason I don't really get along with other men is the fact that there is always passive aggressive competition. No matter what the fuck you do, there is no brotherhood. There is no deep friendship or whatever the fuck you wanna call it. There is none of that. Reality is most men hate each other. Most men are always jealous of each other. Most men are always trying to outdo the other. And so it's like when one man realizes the fact that the other person can be exploited, they are gonna exploit it. If they are evil, if they do not have a code of morals, then obviously they are gonna exploit it. There is no other like it's in their nature. I'm not saying it's in the nature of men. I'm saying it's in the nature of person to do this. And so that's why I say it's like, do not hate on these people. The only thing you get by hating them is like creating more hate, right? Hate is what breeds hate. Like approach these women in this industry with the compassion, with understanding, because let me be honest with you, there are no babies born in this world who say like, oh my god, I'm gonna grow up and I'm gonna be porn star. There's no fucking way that's a thing, right? These are a byproduct of society. Most women who are in this industry have been sexually assaulted at a young age, and that is mostly by men. That's the truth. It's like there's no denying that. And I'm not saying that women do not have the ability to sexually assault boys. I'm just saying that most of the time it's men who are doing the assaulting. Right. So that's why I'm saying it's like, do not hate these people. Your addiction is just not about you. If you think that you can, if you think you're quitting porn, if you think you're quitting some addiction, and that you can do by basically hating the people who were the products of that addiction, it's like, no, man, you're not gonna succeed at that. It's like, this is fucking stupid. Right? You have to be understanding towards these people. Your addiction is just not about, and I know I keep saying this, but your addiction is just not about you. It affects a lot of people around you. Right? Every time you watch a video, it's like you are basically telling the world that it's correct. It's okay to exploit the person on the other side of the screen. You do not know what the fuck that girl experienced in her life that made her choose this path. You have to understand. It's like, and then again, if you hate this OnlyFans model, why are you not hating the people who watch it? Right? It's like, oh my god, like I see these edits on YouTube and Instagram a lot of time. It's like they're like making edits, and it's like basically hating these women on OnlyFans. Motherfucker, who the fuck is their audience? It's men. Who do you think is watching their videos? It's men, man. It's actually it's actually fucking insane how you hate the person, but you do not hate the customers who are actually supporting that. Why don't you make hate videos about hating these animals who are indulging in this, who are supporting the fact that it's okay, like be a OnlyFans model? That's the person you have to hate. Do not hate the company, hate the person who purchases from that company. They are the stupid ones. That's like saying Coca-Cola is evil. No, man, Coca-Cola is fucking evil because millions of people allow it to be. Right? There is no denying that. And if you think you can argue with this, please be sure to leave a comment if you even watch this video. Let's be honest, no one is going to watch this video, but I still want to say what I want to say. There are much bigger issues in this world. It's like, I believe that if you do not have a guttural, visceral reaction, a gut churning reaction to the fact that some little girl was exploited physically at a young age and now she is in this industry, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you then. Like it has to be like, yesterday I was like laying in my bed and I was thinking like, this particular person, what the fuck did she go through? Can you imagine? Can you actually imagine what the fuck happened to her? The pain, the misery, the sadness, what the confusion, what the fuck was going on in that little girl's mind? I'm not talking about anyone particular. This happens like millions of times in a year. We only hear about it if it even if someone has the courage to even like brought it up. It's like most of the 97% of the time sexual assaulter is a close family friend of a person. It's family or close friend. That's how do you think? It's like the victims cannot really speak out because that would mean destroying a lot of connections. It's just not that easy. And then what the fuck happens? That person goes through untreated trauma, and then later on they associate that trauma with the comfort, with safety. That's why they go down a self-destructive path. There is no denying this. This is like a studied psychology that it's like happens with a lot of people that watch NTR, Neto Rare. I was one of those persons. I used to watch NTR, and it's like, because it's like your mentality is at that point. It's like the world is fucked up. I have already fucked up my life. What good can I what harm is gonna come if I fuck it up even more? Right. That's the thing. It's like, man, the world is a lot bigger than you. You're not the center of the world. And while you should not be forgiving to every single person, I think you should still be very much understanding to everyone. That's all I want to say. And I have no authority to talk about any of this or tell you what to think or what to not think. I'm just a person who has a lot of mental issues, and I'm slowly healing each and every single one of them. So, yeah, this is a 16-year-old's opinion. A 16-year-old who has an accent, but it's like, what the fuck, man? Am I wrong? Am I fucking wrong in any of this?